welcome back here to Bushnell-Prairie City High School Game 2 tonight between the Macomb Bombers and the Chargers from Illini West. Chris Frankhauser and Brandon Thomas here courtside again for the second game of night 2. Our first game ended a 57-50 win for Illini Bluffs. Tigers using 3 players in double figures. Toby Cooper with 17, Devin White with 15, and Drew Dunn with 11. And Brandon West Prairie, Braden Copeland, what a night. 28 points in that opener. Had 6 3-pointers in the contest for West Prairie, but it wasn't enough. West Prairie led throughout most of the second half, but kind of a furious Tiger run there when they put some full court pressure on the Cyclones, and West Prairie is going to fall to 0-2. Illini Bluffs picking up win number 1.
Copeland was an absolute workhorse, but it's good to see West Prairie bouncing back from a huge deficit of last night, but it's also even more sweet to see Illini Bluffs come on, play their first 32 minutes of the 2024-25 season and pick up the big W in game number 1 for them.
They did. So we're ready for our nightcap to one of those squads. Illini West Chargers coached by Blaze Kimball, Tim Lafferty, and Tyler Bruns. The assistant coaches for Macomb, Jeremy Anderson, Brian Langworthy, and Zach Keene. We will step aside. We'll be back here with our starting lineups in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Let's go. We got a lot of acres to take 4 tires of fuel, 4 tires of fuel. Come on, we got to get him back out there. He's a busy man.
I'm just here for seed.
It's all part of it. Suit up.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has everything you need to win the season and go full speed ahead.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, we get the buzzer as we will get our starting lineups here momentarily. I'll tell you about Ron Elby Auto Sales with locations in Macomb and Augusta. With over 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car in Macomb on East Jackson Street. Stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.ronlb.com to check out their inventory. Ethan Carlisle, one of the starters, a junior, number 5 for the Chargers.
Number 22, Trey Niederman.
22, Trey Niederman, a sophomore.
Number 23, Brennan Groats.
Brennan Groats, junior, number 23. Wesley Robinson, a junior, number 24. The Chargers in the road white with the blue trim. And Rowan Jackson, number 40, senior. And now the starting lineups for the Macomb Bombers.
And now the starting lineups for the Macomb Bombers. Number 0, Nolan Hogue.
Nolan Hogue, number 0. The Bombers in the home white uniforms with the orange and black trim. Drew Watson, both starters at junior. Watson wears number 1.
Malachi
senior number 5, Malachi Conley.
Number 12,
Braden Holthouse, number 12, senior.
and number 25, Landon Lambert.
Landon Lambert, senior, number 25, the starting 5 for the Bombers. So it's the Bombers and the Chargers. Game 2 just about ready to tip it off here at the Spartan Tip-Off Classic. Nolan Hogue at the center circle, and 24, Wesley Robinson. The tip going to be controlled by the Chargers. Carlisle to number 22, Niederman. 23 with it, now Grotz. 24, Robinson. Good job working around the perimeter. .24 with it, that is Robinson. Double team at the baseline, three-pointer up and off, no good. That 3 was attempted by Grotz, and there's going to be a foul on Illini West.
And
Rowan Jackson, his first, team's first.
And you thought last game he was having trouble remembering who was who. You got two orange and black teams going at it here. At least one of them's wearing white.
Drew Watson with it. Now to Holthouse. Hogue. Conley. Over to Watson. Just underway. 7:05 to play. Watson to Hogue. He's going to drive in. Up off the glass and in. Nolan Hogue with the first points of the contest. 2-0 in favor of the Bombers. Carlisle, 5-on-5 as he's guarded by Conley. Carlisle, left-hand dribble to Grotz. Back to Carlisle. Inside, they look for Grotz, but it's going to be stolen away by Lambert. Holthouse, Lambert, shot no, partially blocked, I believe, by 24, Robinson. And the Chargers with the basketball the other way. Robinson. Carlisle. Brendan Grotz with it. 22. Niederman. Three-pointer by Grotz. No good. Conley down with a rebound for the Bombers. Picks it up. Watson, right wing. Going to get a screen from Lambert. Watson going to drive in. We're going to get a foul on Illini West. I believe that's going to go on number 22. Trey Niederman. His first, team's second. Watson with it. Back to Holthouse. Back to Watson on top to Conley. Lambert, number 25, with it for the Bombers. 5:50 to play. 2-0 lead for the Bombers. Hogue to Conley. Bombers showing some good patience here. Watson thought about it. 3 drives in, hands off to Lambert. Lambert's going to go into the lane. Left hand, kicks it off to Hogg. Hogue, a shot by Conley is no good. Rebound down to Illini West. Niederman going to bring it up. Going to hand off to, no, not going to hand it off to Carlisle. Watson going to pick up Niederman. Now to Carlisle. Backdoor, 24. Wesley Robinson for 2 for Illini West, and we're tied at 2 apiece. 5:10 to play here in the opening quarter. Lambert to Conley. Watson with it now for the Bombers. 5 to play here in the first quarter. 2-2 the score. Conley swings over to Lambert. Hogue to Holthouse. Back to Watson. Now to Conley. 4:45 to play here in the opening quarter. 2-2 our score. Lambert's going to look inside, and it's going to be poked away by the Chargers. Carlisle able to come up with it. Going to get it down the floor to Grotz. Back to Robinson. Robinson's going to drive in the left hand, had it poked away momentarily by Conley, gets it out to Carlisle. Grotz with it. Shot up, no, but we're going to get a couple of free throws as Brennan Grotz going to go to the line for a couple. Nolan Hogue, the Bomber personal, his first, team's first. First one up, and the first one by Brennan Grotz is good. 3-2 the lead for Illini West. 23, Nick Elby into the ball game for the Bombers. 3-2 score in favor of Illini Bluffs. Second one on the way, off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound to Illini West. Number 40 on the rebound, that was Jackson. The shot up, no good. Rebound down to the Bombers. Holthouse with it, number 12. Left wing to Elby, to Watson. Watson going to drive in, free throw line, picks up the dribble, gets it to Elby. Elby going to drive baseline, and he's going to be fouled. That's going to be a quick 2 fouls on Jackson. And that's going to get number 35, Wes Smith, off the Charger bench. Also number 14, Stronger. Elby. Hogue to Holthouse. 3:50 to play. And we're going to get a holding foul out top on Ethan Carlisle. That'll be his first. And team foul number 3 on Illini West. 3-2 our score. Illini West on top. 3:48 to play here in the first quarter. Watson to trigger. Gets it to Elby. Hands it off to Watson. Watson going to fire up a 3. A sports corner 3. No good. Off the front of the iron. Rebound and tracked down by Holthouse. To Conley. Conley left hand dribble. Going to fake the shot from the free throw line. Hogue's going to fire up a sports corner 3 and connect. Nolan Hogue puts the Bombers up by 2, 5-3. 3:25 to play here in the opening quarter. Carlisle guarded by Conley, 5-on-5. And Carlisle going to get it up across midcourt. Left-hand dribble is going to spin. Has the ball poked away by Conley. A good hustle to the floor. Carlisle able to come up with a basketball. Floater up and good by number 22, Trey Niederman. 5-all the score, 3 minutes to play. Shot good at the other end. Drew Watson, his first 2, and the Bombers back on top. 7-5, 2:45 to play here in the opening quarter. Thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Smith with it. Niederman. Long 3 up and no good by Stronger. Rebound down to the Bombers. Watson will have it. He's going to pop a 3 from the right wing. Off the rim, no. Rebound up and good. Hogue has 4, and the Bombers push the lead to 4, 9-5, 2:15 to play here in the opening quarter. Carlisle guarded by Conley. Robinson with it, number 24. Guarded by Holthouse. Carlisle gets it back. 2 minutes to play. Poked away again by Conley. Back to 24, Robinson. Robin's going to drive. Kicks it to Carlisle. Carlisle going to fire up a 3. Splash it down. 3-pointer. 9-8 the lead for the Bombers. A 1-point lead. Hogue with it to Conley. Conley going to drive into the lane. Kicks it out. Elby to Holthouse. Holthouse going to drive in, free throw line, kicks it out to Watson, to Conley. 1.5 to play here in the opening quarter. Rebound on the missed shot, and we're going to get a jump ball going in favor of Macomb. Cooper Hobson, number 22, into the ball game. Isaac Leinbach into the ball game, number 3 for the Bombers. He'll get the basketball. To Watson. Watson's going to go into the lane, kicks it off. 22, that's Hobson. Shot up, no, by the Bombers, and Hobson going to get an over-the-back foul for Macomb. They'll stay with the Illini West. 1:15 to play, 9-8 lead in favor of the Bombers. Team second, first on Hobson for Macomb. Carlisle with the basketball. Going to drive. Double team there. Going to get it out to Robinson. Robinson's going to fire up a three, in and out, no good. And stronger there for the two. And Illini West with the 1-point lead, 10-9. Under a minute to play, 43 seconds to go. Leinbach with it. Tries to go to Elby, and it's going to be poked away. Illini West coming the other way. And going to be near jump ball. Nope, we're going to get a reach-in foul. As there were 4 Bomber defenders around number 22, Brennan Gratz, and we're going to get a foul.
But I'm sure Coach Anderson's very happy and pleased with the hustle by the Bombers, and he'll accept that foul for Macomb.
Nick Elby whistled for his first, team's third. Down to 25 seconds. Carlisle with it. Guarded by Leinbach. 2, Robinson. Far side, Gratz. Down to 5. Down to 4. Illini West is going to have to do something. Carlisle going to throw up a 3. It's off the iron, no good. So after a quarter of play, it's 10-9 in favor of Illini West. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, second quarter action getting ready to get underway here from Bushnell-Prairie City High School's night number 2, the Spartan Tip-Off Classic. We're brought to you by the Old Dairy, located at 210 South Lafayette Street in Macomb. Serving soup, salads, sandwiches, homemade desserts, Blue Bunny ice cream, and a full-service coffee bar. Breakfast served all day and free Wi-Fi. Visit them online at www.olddairymacomb.com. Call 309-837-6700 for your takeout. It'll be Illini West basketball to start quarter number 2.
And tonight's officials are Alan Thompson, J.D. Beal, and Brad Gooding. Some area guys that's been going at it for quite a while.
Yes, they have. Illini West basketball. Carlisle with it. 7:45 to play here, first half. Carlisle guarded by Conley. Carlisle going to float one up. No good. Rebound down to Hogue. Conley, numbers for Macomb. Watson, right wing 3 on the way. Short. Hogue with the rebound for the Bombers. Back to Watson. Watson's going to go baseline, kick it out to, I don't know who that pass was intended to. Maybe Conley, as Conley cut towards the baseline. And it's going to turn it over to Illini West here with 7:21 to play. Brennan Gratz, the junior, number 22, brings it up across midcourt for the Chargers. Screen from Smith, floater up, no. Rebound to Hogue. Off to Watson for the Bombers. 7 minutes to play here, first half. Holthouse, number 12, with it. Top of the circle. Right wing to Conley. Looking inside for LB. Nope. Over to Hogue. Swing around to Holthouse. Left wing on top to Watson. Watson going to straightaway 3. Sports corner 3 is up and good for Drew Watson, and puts the Bombers up by 2, 12-10. Watson now with 5 in the contest. 24, Robinson. Over to Carlisle, back to Robinson. Cross court, and I don't know, that pass was well over the head of Brennan Grotz here in the near corner. Turnover to the Bombers with 6:26 to play. 12-10 Macomb lead. Holthouse gonna bring it up, guarded by Carlisle. Holthouse across midcourt, hands off to Conley. Conley right-hand dribble, gonna hand off to Watson. Watson free throw line, back to Hogue. Watson, right-hand dribble, hand off to Conley. Conley gonna drive in, step back, jumper, in and out, no good. Rebound to Smith for Illini West. He'll get it to Robinson. To Carlisle. Grotz to Robinson. Robinson loses the dribble, going to get it over to Carlisle, looking inside. Back to Robinson, down to 5:30 to play here, first half. Picks up the dribble, Robinson looking for some help. Gets it over to Niederman, and Niederman's shot up, no good. Rebound down to Elby for Macomb, number 23, outlet to Conley. Conley, left-hand dribble, on top to Hogue. Right wing to Watson, 5:10 to play. To Holthouse, 12-10 lead for the Bombers. Right wing, Watson with it. Hogue to Holthouse, left wing, on top to Malachi Conley. Hogue back to Watson, 4:50 to play. Holthouse far corner, he's going to fire up a three. A sports corner three is up and good for Braden Holthouse for the Bombers. And the lead now at 5 for Macomb, 15-10, 4:35 to play here in the opening half. Robinson going to drive to the lane, no. Watson there for the rebound for the Bombers. 4:25 to go, first half, 5-point Bomber lead, 15-10 to Holthouse. Right wing to Conley. Conley to Hogue. To Watson. Holthouse going to fire up another three. This one rattles around, no good. Rebound down to Smith for Illini West. And we're going to get a full timeout taken by Illini West. So with 4:04 to play, the Bombers up by 5. We'll step aside. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Working at MDH feels special to me because I'm also from a small community like MDH, and I love to be able to care for communities like this and be able to give them high standards of excellence with medical care as possible. You know, some people like to take more of a medical approach to their care. Some people like to take more of a holistic. And I just want to be able to make their plan of care as individualized as possible.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, 15-10 in favor of the Bombers. Sports Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar is Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WI games in all the area at TSSR Game Time Live. Broadcast at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. Illini West basketball. Carlisle with it. Over to Niederman. Grotz with it into Smith. Grotz. Niederman back to Grotz. He'll fire up a three off the rim. No good. Rebound tapped around. Watson tapped it, but Illini West going to come up with the football, or the football, the basketball. Still in football mode, and we're going to get a foul on Illini West, number 22. Trey Niederman, his second, team's first here in the second quarter. It's going to take me a couple of games to get past the football season since it just ended last week.
We're all doing it, Chris.
Holthouse with it for the Bombers. 3:25 to play. 5-point Bomber lead. Hogue, Holthouse right wing. He's going to drive baseline. Bumps in to Jackson. And Jackson, I think, is going to get foul number 3 for Illini West. And that's going to bring Wes Smith back off the Charger bench and send Brayton Holthouse to the line for 2 free throws. First one by Holthouse is off the back iron, no good. Second team foul on the Chargers here in the second quarter. 3:20 to play. Holthouse, second one on the way for the Bombers. And this one is up, and it'll rattle around, so it makes the lead to 6. Holthouse with 4. And the Bombers lead pushed by 1 to 6. 16-10, 3:15 to play. Niederman to Grotz to Carlisle. Inside they try to go to number 24. Robinson going to be poked away by the Bombers. Holthouse going to try to go to Hogan. It's going to be stolen away by Niederman. Gets it to Jackson. Or Robinson, I should say. Grotz with it. Number 23 guarded by Hogue. Picks up the dribble to Niederman. Don't forget to chat us up. Let us know where you're listening into tonight here on TSSR Game Time Line by MDH. Long 3 by Carlisle. Rebound down to the Holthouse of the Bombers. 2:35 to play here in the first half. Watson with it. Going to drive in. Scoop, no, but he's going to draw the contact. Nope, we're going to get a out of bounds, I believe, on the Bombers.
I never did see what official Brad Gooding signaled on that. I thought it was a foul as well.
But it's going to go to Illini West as we see Malachi Conley back, number 5 for Macomb. 2:22 to play. 6-point Bomber lead. Carlisle guarded by Conley. Picks up the dribble, gets it over to Niederman. Niederman guarded by Watson, hands off to Robinson. Robinson going to drive in. Right-handed layup up and good, and count it, and a foul. Going to be on Holthouse. Nope, Watson. Drew's first. And the 2-point basket cuts the lead to 4, 16-12. Robinson with 4 in the contest, looking for number 5. It's up and off the back iron, no good. Elby there for the rebound for Macomb. Gets it to Watson, 2 minutes to play. 4-point Bomber lead, 16-12. 22 into the ball game. That's Hobson. Goes inside to Elby. Conley 3 up, off the rim, no good. Rebound corralled by Elby. Reverse layup, not even looking at the basket, and he gets it in. Nick Elby for 2, and the lead back to 6 for the Bombers, 18-12. Minute 40 to play. Carlisle with it for Illini West to Robinson. Robinson picked up by Conley. Robinson going to lose the ball to Conley, and the Bombers go the other way, poked away. Holthouse with it, left side, layup up, no. Rebound to Illini West. We're going to get a reach in or a jump ball. We're going to get a reach in. Foul on Macomb as Stronger got the rebound.
He got the rebound, brought the ball down, and the Bombers attacked and tried to tie it up for a jump ball.
Second team foul on the Bombers in the quarter. First on Malachi Conley. Minute 15 to play. Carlisle all the way, no on the layup. Rebound tipped around, and nice, easy putback for Smith. Carlisle maybe a little shaken up on the play, so he's going to check out. Brenton Grotz back for the Bombers, or for the Chargers. Isaac Leinbach back for Macomb. Watson with it to Elby. Leinbach, left wing to Holthouse. Under a minute to play, 54 seconds to go. 4-point Bomber lead. Hobson. Watson now with it, 45 seconds to play. Guarded by Niederman. Elby, number 23, Nick Elby. To Leinbach. Lineback going to drive to the free throw line, kicks it out. Watson now to Elby. Down to 30 seconds. Lineback. Maybe Bombers looking for one shot here with 25 seconds to play, up 4. Watson with it. Clock down to 20 seconds to go. Guarded by Niederman. Starter going to come out and pick up Lineback. To Holthouse, down to 10. Holthouse at the Spartan logo at the center of the floor, down to 7, down to 6, down to 5, down to 4. Holthouse going to drive in. Tried to kick it over to Watson, and the clock sounds. Are we going to halftime? And it looked like there might have been a second on the clock. No, we are going to go to the half. 18-14 the score in favor of the Bombers. At the half, we will step aside. We'll be back with some stats for you here in just a
moment. Welcome back. We're here with Adrian McGregor. Adrian, you're. And welcome back. I'm here with Emily Alden now. And Emily, patient advocate, is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
That sounds like a title that encompasses a whole lot. Let's first put it in simple words if you can, and then we'll kind of go in depth with it a little bit.
Yes, as the patient advocate, there is a lot to do in the role, but it's a fantastic opportunity. So generally speaking, I will help patients. I will talk about the service that they have here and just in general measure the patient experience for the entire organization.
Well, speaking of knowing the entire organization, kind of the theme has been everybody knows everybody at MDH because you're a smaller rural hospital, even though MDH offers a lot. You literally have to probably know everybody or most everybody because you need to know what each thing's going to happen if that patient's dealing with it.
Yes, that's very true. When I first stepped into the role about a year ago, it was really an interesting and fantastic opportunity to get to know all of the departments, how they work together and individually, and just to see the well-oiled machine.
Well, patient care, obviously, at a hospital is key. You're a key part of that. What is it about patient care at MDH that makes MDH special?
Service excellence internally to provide the best patient care is top of mind here for all of our staff across every single level, every single department, and the organization as a whole. It's a big focus. So we make sure that we take care of our patients and that they have the best experience possible. We're very open to feedback. We always want to improve in areas that we can improve. So we always have open ears. We always appreciate the feedback that we receive.
You are working with all departments. And when a patient comes in, let's say they come into the ER and then they come to ICU and then they go to the floor, your job kind of is to let the patients know what you can do, right? Or what you offer, or what they can do. Am I missing that? Is that correct?
Yes, actually, our case management department is instrumental with that side of things. Every once in a while, I'll step in and just check in on patients, see how their experience overall is going, to collect that feedback and see if we can implement any changes to make it even better.
So you deal with patients in so many different departments, and really they can go all the way from getting here in the ER to physical therapy on the way out, right?
Yes, absolutely. So MDH has a lot to offer our patients. So while you're here, if you're just running in for some outpatient tests, whether it's lab work or visiting our radiology department, convenience clinic, visiting your primary care provider over at MDH Family Clinic, emergency room, labor and delivery. There's so many different departments that work so well together, and our team is a family. The organization in itself is a family, and so everybody does a great job at trying to understand what departments do that aren't their own, so that way we can make it a seamless experience for our patients.
Well, and then as a patient advocate, right, you just kind of all that together and look at it, right, and then see as patient A comes through, what can we do to make patient B, who might follow them, a little bit better next time?
Absolutely.
So as you do that, what kind of things do you look for? I mean, what I would imagine with MDH as it continues to improve, you start looking for smaller things, right? So the obvious things are maybe gone. So then you start looking at little things to make the sometimes the worst experience of their life, right, a little bit better as they work through.
Yes, most definitely. So you never know what kind of day somebody's having when they walk through our doors, and you don't know what they're necessarily here for. So it's important to keep an open mind and take a look at what can we ask them that's specific to their experience. Why are they here? Comfort them and make sure that we ask the right questions so that we can purposefully pull out information that we can work on.
Yeah, and I think we've talked a lot about different things from different people. You're, besides Bill, the CEO, you're the one person that kind of helps with, like, it gets your hands in a little bit of everything as far as the patient is concerned. Everybody's talked about it being a family, and you've even mentioned it being a family. Does the fact that everybody knows everybody as far as employees, from the CEO down to the CNAs, does that kind of make your job a little bit easier?
Absolutely. When you're a family, you care about each other, and we are all here for one purpose, and that is to provide the best experience for our patients that we possibly can. So when you are a tight-knit family, it's just great to be, we're a community, a family, a community, and we are here to serve our patients. And when everybody has that one purpose, it's a great feeling.
Well, Emily, I appreciate you stopping and talking to us, and keep fighting for the patients.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much.
We'll be back after this.
Working at MDH feels special to me because I'm also from a small community like MDH, and I love to be able to care for communities like this and be able to give them high standards of excellence with medical care as possible. You know, some people like to take more of a medical approach to their care. Some people like to take more of a holistic. And I just want to be able to make their plan of care as individualized as possible.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Welcome back here to Bushnell-Prairie City High School at the half, 18-14 in favor of the Bombers. 9 points in each quarter for Macomb. It's 10-9 after one in favor of Illini West. Illini West just 4 points in that second quarter. Unofficially, scoring-wise, I have Nolan Hogue with 4 for Macomb. Drew Watson with 5. Braden Holthouse with 4. And Nick Elpy with 2. I'm missing 2 from somebody. I'll have to see if maybe Mr. Sargent will update the scoring at the half. For the Illini West Chargers, 3 for Ethan Carlisle, 2 for Kyle Stronger, 2 for Trey Niederman, 1 for Brennan Gratz, 4 for Wesley Robinson, and 2 for Wes Smith. 18-14 in favor of the Bombers at the break. I can tell you about Midwest Ice. Do you need ice for upcoming event? Look no further. Midwest Ice has you covered. Midwest Ice is Central Illinois' newest ice delivery service. They deliver ice directly to your event. Give Blaine Wrench a call at 309-351-8192 for a quote today. Also, King Family Chiropractic with locations in Bushnell, Macomb. They support area athletes. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Set an appointment. Call 309-837-MY-DC at 6932. They also perform DOT and CDL physicals for just $85. Also brought to you by Western Illinois University. Leathernecks don't just blend in because purple stands out. At WIU, there's limitless potential with campuses in Macomb, Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out. Also brought to you by Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling since 1960. Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has provided the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local Carrier dealer today at 309-833-2852 and find out how Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling delivers 365 days of indoor comfort. See if we can get this switched. We somehow got our scoreboard on halves instead of quarters. So we'll see if we can get this reset here for us before we get this started. There we go. We'll get the score back up. There we go. As we re-put the scores in here. Well, still saying quarters, so let's see if we can get this reset for us here, folks. That started. Submit and smart the game, and we'll see if we can get this reset for you here. 18-14 in favor of Macomb. The 3 up by Holthouse is no good. There we go. Got that reset. 7:34 to go. Watson with the basketball for the Bombers to Holthouse. Holthouse going to drive in and going to have it poked away, and a foul on the reach in on Brendan Gratz, I believe, for Illini West. His first, team's first. Holthouse at the line. Was 1 of 2 in the second quarter. Hits on the first one, makes the lead 5 for the Bombers, 19-14. Holthouse with one more, 7:26 to play. Third quarter, this one rattles out the front of the rim and in. Holthouse was 6, and the lead to 6 for the Bombers at 20-14. Niederman, number 22, with it for Illini West. Right-hand dribble, crossover, going to kick it to Carlisle in the far corner. Gratz guarded by Hogue. Near corner, that is 24. Robinson from 16, no, off the iron. Rebound down to number 25, Landon Lambert. And the Bombers at the other end, Holthouse hard to the floor. Count the basket. Landed right on the floor, hard on the floor. Ronan Jackson for his third. And we're going to step aside. We'll be back, 6:55 to play here in the third quarter.
Let's go. Y'all got acres to take 4 tires of fuel, 4 tires of fuel. Come on, we got to get him back out there. He's a busy man.
I'm just here for seed.
It's all part of it. Suit up.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has everything you need to win the season and go full speed ahead.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, Braden Holthouse able to go to the Bombers bench under his own power, and they're going to have number 3, Isaac Leimbach, check in for the free throw for the Bombers.
He hit the floor really hard, but I do believe that we will see him back with him coming off on his own power.
Leimbach a little too strong on the rebound off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound down to Illini West. Carlisle with it in the far corner. Left-hand dribble to Robinson. Robinson's going to be hounded by Hogue. Robinson's going to drive baseline, kicking around Carlisle. Niederman, 3 off, no good. Rebound collected by Robinson. Going to get it back to Niederman. Rod's on the right wing. Niederman going to set it back up on top, guarded by Conley. Conley going to poke it away. Bombers with the numbers. Conley, left-hand layup, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Will stay with the Bombers. 6:17 to play. Bombers on top by 8, 22-14. Watson to trigger. Gets it into Lambert. Conley to Watson. Thought about a 3. Pulls up. Conley, left wing. Screen by Lambert. Give and go. Missed the bunny. 35. Smith there for the rebound for Illini West. Yeah, but we will see Holthouse back into the ballgame as he's up at the scores table, as well as number 23, Nick Elby for the Bombers. Robinson with it for Illini West. Hand off to Niederman. Pass to Robinson, poked into the backcourt. Going to be an over and back call on Illini West. Will go to the Bombers. Lambert and Leimbach out of the ball game for Macomb. Watson to trigger the inbound. Gets it to Elby, back to Watson. Holthouse on the top of the circle to Watson, back to Hogue. Holthouse with it, looking inside. Going to pass over to Conley. Conley picks up the dribble. Going to give it to Hogue, right wing. 5:25 to play. Inside they go. Elby spin move, turnaround jumper, no good. Ball loose on the floor. Elby and Smith, I believe, on the tie-up will go to Illini West with 5:18 to play in the contest. 22-14 in favor of the Bombers. Carlisle brings it up for Illini West. Hands off to Gratz. Niederman. To Carlisle. Don't forget, chat us up. Let us know where you're listening into, who you're rooting for tonight. Carlisle spin move off the glass. No, Conley there for the rebound for the Bombers. Gets it to Holthouse. Holthouse far side. He's going to step back. 3. No. Follow up. Gets his own rebound. It's a shot off the front of the iron, a little short. Down to 4:35 to play. Hogue back to Holthouse to Conley. Hogue with it, top of the circle to Holthouse. Looking inside for Elby. Watson with it, top of the key. Hogue inside. Elby double teamed in there, and we're going to get a foul on the baseline on Grouts, I believe, on a reach in on Elby. That will be his second. Team's third here in the quarter. Conley on the inbound from Holthouse is up and good. Malachi Conley was first 2 of the night, and the lead, the biggest of the night at 10, 24-14 in favor of the Bombers. 4:05 to play here, third quarter. Carlisle drives in on Conley, and we're going to get a reach-in foul on Malachi Conley. That'll be his second and Bomber team foul number 1 here in the third quarter. Going to get Isaac Leimbach off the bench. Conley going to check out. 4 minutes to play. Carlisle gets it to Gratz. To Robinson, guarded by Holthouse. Robinson left-hand dribble. Get it over to Niederman, guarded by Watson. On top to Carlisle, over to Robinson, 3:45 to play. Robinson's going to fire a three from the top of the circle, no good. Rebound going to go off the hands of Nick Elby, out of bounds. It'll stay with Illini West with 3:38 to play. Conley going to check right back in. Leinbach going to check back out. 24-14 in favor of the Bombers. 3:38 to play here in the third quarter. Carlisle gets it in to Niederman, guarded by Watson. Gratz, screen by Smith, gets it over to Niederman. Down to 3:25 to play. Niederman, nice baseline jumper from about 12 with Watson right in his face. Niederman with 4, and the lead back down to 8, 24-16 in favor of the Bombers.
And Illini West ends their drought that lasted almost 5 minutes.
Definitely some needed points there for the Chargers. Bombers with it, number 22, Cooper Hobson with it. Down to Watson, top Conley, over to Hobson, to Holthouse. Baseline to Elby, on top Hobson, going to kick it out to Holthouse. 2:45 to play, third quarter. Watson far side, Hobson with it, top of the circle to Holthouse. Left wing, back to Hobson. Bombers really doing a good job here on this possession, moving the ball around the perimeter. Down to 2:30 to play. Hobson, left wing, drives in, kicks it around to Malachi Conley. Back to Hobson. Hobson's going to drive in at the Holthouse. Holthouse to Hobson, back to Holthouse. 2:20 to play. Swing it over to Watson. Far side to Conley. Right wing, Watson now to Holthouse. Around the perimeter still with the Bombers. Hobson now to Conley, playing catch. Watson, far corner, tried to go inside to Elby, going to have it poked away and stolen away by Wes Smith. Gratz with it, number 23 for the Chargers, 1:55 to play. He'll set things back up, guarded by Malachi Conley for the Bombers. Wesley Robinson with it, number 24, going to drive in right hand. Went to try to go up with the layup and got it poked away by Watson, out of bounds. It'll stay with Illini West with 1:41 to play. Nolan Hogue back for the Bombers as Hobson will check out. 24-16 in favor of the Bombers. Carlisle faked the pass to Niederman. Layup in and out, no good. Watson quickly the other way to Holthouse, far side. 1:30 to play. Holthouse will bring it out towards the Spartan logo and set up the Bomber offense with 1:20 to play. Hogue with it, far corner to Holthouse, down to 1:15 to play. Watson, Elby, and he traveled, was trying to make a move towards the basket and just didn't put the ball on the floor first. Turnover to Illini West with 1:13 to play. And the third quarter, and the scoring woes continue. Only 4 points in the second for Illini West, just 2 here in the third quarter. Niederman to Carlisle. Carlisle going to drive in, cut off by Conley. Swinging around to Robinson. Grouts out the far corner, three-pointer, no good. Conley up high for the rebound for the Bombers. 53 seconds to go. Watson with it, left wing. On top to Holthouse. 45 seconds to play. Get it around to Conley, left wing to Watson. Back to Hogue. Holthouse. Hogue now to Conley, down to 30 seconds to play. Watson thought about it. 3 inside, they go to Hogue. Double and triple team's going to hand off to Elby. Elby goes up strong, no on the layup, but he's going to draw the foul on 35. Wes Smith, his first, and team's fourth here in the third quarter with 26 seconds to play. Nick Elby, the line for 2. Elby with 2 points in the contest. First 2 free throws of the night coming up for the sophomore. First one up, and the first one is good. 25-16 lead for Stronger, number 14, back for Illini West. Second one by Elby is off the back iron, no good. Hogue there for the rebound now. Elby gets it back, poked away by Robinson for Illini West. 25-16, 9-point Bomber lead, 18 seconds to play. Robinson going to hand off to Carlisle. Illini West probably going to hold for one shot. We're down to 8 seconds on the clock. Carlisle, backdoor to Niederman. Got no shot, cut off baseline, going to be stolen away by Holthouse, and those Chargers are not going to get a shot off to end the quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, 25-16 in favor of the Bombers. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Working at MDH feels special to me because I'm also from a small community like MDH, and I love to be able to care for communities like this and be able to give them high standards of excellence with medical care as possible. You know, some people like to take more of a medical approach to their care. Some people like to take more of a holistic. And I just want to be able to make their plan of care as individualized as possible.
Whatever the day brings and Mother Nature provides is no match for what you'll have thanks to Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, fourth quarter, getting ready to start up. 25-16 lead in favor of the Bombers. Brenda Thomas, Chris Rankhauser here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Thanks for tuning in. It will be Bomber basketball to start the fourth quarter. Coming up tomorrow night, 6 o'clock game in Macomb and Illini Bluffs. Bushnell-Prairie City, the host, back in action against Illini West at 7:30. So Bomber basketball, Holthouse to bring it up across midcourt for the Bombers. Gets it right side to Lambert. Back door pass is up and good on the shot by Malachi Conley. He's got 4, and the lead, biggest of the night, it's up to 11 for the Bombers at 27-16. Niederman to Carlisle. Carlisle, three-pointer up, no good. Rebound, going to go off of number 24, Wesley Robinson. Will go back to the Bombers. 27-16. Watson gets it to Holthouse. Holthouse going to be picked up by Carlisle. No issues for Holthouse. Get it up across midcourt. Gets it right side to Lambert. Inside they go to Hogue. Near corner 3 by Conley, up no good. Rebound down to Illini West. Niederman with it. Quickly the other way. Number 22 for the Chargers, going to keep the dribble. Guarded by Lambert.
Coach Anderson and his staff must have really scouted this team out really well last night, because Niederman had a really nice game last night, and he's got 4 points right now.
Shot up, no good. 3 by Illini West. Inside they go. Lambert, nice head fake up. No. Conley there for the rebound. Up and good. Conley now with 6. And a 13-point lead for the Bombers, as number 23, Brennan Grotz, checks back into the ballgame for Illini West. 6:44 to play. 29-16 lead in favor of Illini West. Grotz going to fire up a 3. Looked like it was partially tipped by Hogue. It's going to go out of bounds to, going to stay with Illini West with 6:28 to play. As number 40, Roan Jackson back. The senior is Wes Smith, the senior or junior, will check out for Illini West. Niederman with it, drives in, free throw line, step in front, gets the floater to go. Trey Niederman with 6. And the lead back to 11, 29-18 in favor of Macomb. 6:10 to play. Lambert with it, going to go lob pass inside to Hogue. Nice head fake. No foul called as the ball poked away out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bombers. 6:05 to play in the contest, 29-18. Holthouse to trigger the inbound for Macomb. Gets it into Conley. And we're going to get a reach in. Thought we might get a jump ball, but they're going to get a reach in on Jackson. Nope. My apologies. Gratz, his third, team's first here in the fourth quarter. Holthouse to trigger. Gets it to Lambert. Back to Holthouse, far corner. Conley on top. Back to Holthouse. And we're going to get an offensive foul on Brayton Holthouse as a hand push on Carlisle. Will go to the Chargers with 5:54 to play in the contest. Carlisle will bring it up for the Chargers. Down 11, 29-18. Niederman guarded by Conley. Inside they go. Robinson out to Gratz. He'll fire up a three. Short. Conley there for the rebound on the far corner. He'll bring it up across midcourt. Right-hand dribble. Picked up by Gratz. To Hogue. To Holthouse. 5:22 to play. Conley. 16-footer by Conley off the back of the rim. No good. Carlisle there for the rebound for Illini West. Gratz with it far corner to Robinson. Down to 5 to play in the contest. 29-18 lead for the Bombers. Robinson drives in off the glass, too strong. Rebound out to Carlisle, over to Niederman. 4:45 to play in the contest. 29-18 lead for the Bombers. Jackson with it. Jackson going to drive on Lambert. Going to have it poked away from the backside by Conley. Numbers really aren't there for Conley. Going to kick it out. Ogue's going to fire up a three. No good. Rebound to Gratz for Illini West. 4.5 to play in the contest. Illini West trailing it by 11, 29-18. Carlisle with it right in front of the Charger bench. Going to drive baseline floater up off the iron. No good. Niederman there for the rebound. He lets it back up and count it, and a foul. Niederman falling down as he caught the ball, puts it up and in off the glass. 29-20. Lambert with his first, team's second in the quarter, and Trey Niederman with a shot at a three-point play here to cut the lead to 8 for Illini West. The free throw up, no good, too strong. Tapped around and controlled by Robinson, and he slid on the floor and going to be whistled for the traveling violation, so it'll go to the Bombers with 3:58 to play, up 9, 29-20. Hogue inbound to Holthouse. Under 4 to play, 3:54 to play. Holthouse picks up the dribble, gets it to Hogue. Looking for Watson, gets it to him. Hobson, right wing, number 22. Guarded by Niederman, gets it to Conley. Watson, left wing, three, up, no good. Rebound down to Jackson. And we're going to get a reach and a foul, I believe, on Malachi Conley, which will be his third and team's third here in the fourth quarter.
Bomber foul charge to number 5, Conley. That's his third. Team third.
And Coach Anderson is going to take a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it here with 3:36 to play in the fourth quarter. McDonough District Hospital athletic trainers and the MDH Rehabilitation Centers with locations of Bushnell and Macomb provide expert help to all area student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than a hospital caring. Also brought to you by the Old Dairy, located at 210 South Lafayette Street in Macomb, serving soup, salad, sandwiches, and homemade desserts. Blue Buddy ice cream and a full-service coffee bar. Breakfast served all day and free Wi-Fi. Visit them online at www.olddairy.macomb.com or give them a call at 309-837-6700 for your takeout order. Charger basketball out of the Bomber timeout. 3:36 to play, 29-20 in favor of Illini West. Carlisle will bring it up. For the Chargers, Niederman, Jackson with it now, top of the circle. To Carlisle, left wing. Into the ballgame, number 3. Miles Ware, a freshman, guarded by Hogue. The shot up, no good, and Hogue there for the rebound for the Bombers, down to 3:10. Watson hounded by Niederman, gets it up across midcourt to Hogue. To Conley, top of the circle to Watson. Watson to Holthouse, down under 3 to play, 2:55 to go. Conley, Hobson, left wing to Holthouse. Hogue thought about the 3, gets it over to Holthouse now, down to 2:45 to go. Conley with it. 9-point Bomber lead, 29-20. Hobson with tried to set a screen. Conley going to go in, scoop it up, and they're going to get whistled for a double dribble, so it'll go back to Illini West. 2:33 to play in the contest, 29-20 in favor of the Bombers. Niederman with it to Carlisle. Chargers got to look to start getting some shots off here fairly quick, and we're going to get a foul on Conley. A little bit of a maybe body check or something on Conley, and that's going to be his 4th, and that's going to get Nick Elby, the sophomore, off the bench for the Bombers. He'll check in for Conley. 2:20 to play, 29-20 lead for the Bombers. Carlisle gets it to Robinson, out to Jackson. Hands off to Niederman. It's good Bomber defense. Illini West not able to get anything up thus far here in the last couple of possessions. Inside they go. Niederman's layup no good. Niederman put back on the tap, and that gives Niederman 10 on the contest and cuts the lead down to 7. 29-22, 150 to play. Watson with it, far side, double teamed, and we're going to get a timeout, 30-second timeout by Coach Anderson. So with 1:48 to play, it's a 29-22 lead for the Bombers. We'll be back in just a second here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, 1:48 to play. Isaac Leinbach checking into the ball game for the Bombers as BPC coach Coach Snyder walking by, giving me a little love tap in the back. His Spartans will be back in action tomorrow night. As Hogue to inbound for the Bombers. Going to get it to Holthouse. 1:45 to play. Holthouse, Watson with it. Back to Holthouse at the Spartan logo. Over to Hogue to Leinbach. And Leinbach's going to get a push. And a foul going to be whistled on number 24, Wesley Robinson. I believe that is his first, team second.
Next foul will put the Bombers in bonus.
As Leinbach going to check out, and Conley in for the Bombers. Elby gets the inbound, gets it to Watson. 1:30 to play. Gets it to Conley. Chargers doing a pretty good job trying to double team near midcourt. Watson and Conley playing catch right now, down to 1:20 to play. Hogue's got it now to Watson. Bombers in really no hurry to take a shot here, up 7. Watson with it again, and we're going to get a quick foul by Miles Ware for Illini West, his first.
Team third. I read the scoreboard wrong. I was looking at the wrong
That's all right. So did I for a second. So 3 team fouls on Illini West, 4 on the Bombers. as Holthouse will take the inbound in the backcourt down to 1:05 to play. Connolly in front of the Bombers bench. He's going to be quickly fouled by number 22, Trey Niederman. So next team foul both ways will send the opposing team into the bonus. Hogue to inbound again, backcourt to Holthouse, down to a minute to play as Holthouse will walk it up across midcourt to Watson. Holthouse, Watson, Hogue, Elby with it to Hogue, Watson. Hogue, Bombers doing a good job. Illini was not able to get any fouls here on the first 15 or so seconds of this possession, down to 40, and now they're going to get a foul on Niederman. I believe that'll be his fourth, and that's going to send Drew Watson to the line for the one bonus. Watson with 5 points in the contest. Free throw by Watson, up and good. Weinbach and Lambert in as Elby and Connolly check out. 30-22 lead, 8-point lead, 39 seconds. Bombers, Drew Watson with one more up, and this one's short. Rebound to Hogue. A big rebound there for the Bombers, down to 35 seconds. Watson again with it, and he's going to be held by Carlisle. That'll be his second, team sixth. And that's going to put Watson back in the line, 1-2. First one on the way. This one rattles around and down. 31-22 advantage for the Bombers. Hits the first. Watson with one more, 33 seconds to play. Second one on the way. This one is good as well. 32-22, 10-point lead for the Bombers. Cooper Hobson back for the Bombers as Hogue's going to check out. The Chargers with it. Carlisle down to 25 seconds to go. He's going to drive. Layup up. Got it. And a foul. Nope. They're going to say on the floor. Foul going to be on Leinbach, his first, team's fifth. Ethan Carlisle with a couple of free throws for the Chargers coming up. 23 seconds to play. Carlisle's first on the way. It is good. 32-23 in favor of the Bombers. Connolly back for the Bombers. Second one by Carlisle. Off the back of the iron, no good. Hobson there for the rebound for Macomb. Quick foul on the inbound. And that's going to send Holt out to the line. Niederman's going to foul out of the game with 10 points. Grotz back for the Chargers, number 23. Nope, that'll be Watson. My apologies. Watson to the line. First one up. Man, it is well short. Second one, he'll have one more with 18 seconds to play. 32-23 lead for the Bombers. Second one will rattle around and drop. 33-23 lead for Macomb. Quickly the other way. Three-pointer up and good by Wesley Robinson. Timeout taken by the Chargers. 33-26, 12 seconds to play. We'll step aside for a minute. We'll be back here for the final 12 seconds here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Let's go. We got a lot of acres to take 4 tires of fuel, 4 tires of fuel. Come on, we got to get him back out there. He's a busy man.
I'm just here for seed. It's all part of it. Suit up.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has everything you need to win the season and go full speed ahead.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, 33-26 lead for the Bombers. Bomber basketball out of the timeout, 12 seconds to play. Hobson gets it to Holthouse, to Watson, to Conley, down to 10, down to 9. Holthouse with it, gets it across to Hobson. 5-4, that will do it as the Bombers are going to win this one 33-26 in a low-scoring affair. Bombers are going to move to 2-0 on the season. 33-26. We'll be back with some stats here in just a few moments on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Hey, Frank. Hey, Jeff. How's the farm? Good, thanks.
Nice choice. Let's get you loaded up.
No matter where you are or what you grow, make sure you start with Dynagrow Seed. For local farm expertise and local seed options, no other seed brand gets you closer to the results you want.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, final score, Macomb 33, Illini West 26. We'll run down our scoring summary and stats here and see, I don't know if we'll get either coach up here. Coach is going kind of late to the locker room here, but Bombers win at 33-26. It was 10-9 in favor of Illini West after the first quarter, but the Bomber defense really clamping down on Illini West in the middle quarters, just giving up 6 points, 4 in the second, 2 in the third. Illini West did get back into double digits in the fourth quarter. Bombers with 9, 9, 7, and 8, so consistency. Not a lot of offense in this one, but unofficially 9 points for Drew Watson, 4 for Nolan Hogue, 8 for Braden Holthouse, 6 for Malachi Conley, 2 for Nick Elby. I know I missed a basket, I think, in there early for Macomb. For Illini West, Ethan Carlisle with 4. Trey Niederman fouling out with 10 points, leading the way. Only player in double figures for both squads. 7 for Wesley Robinson, 4 for Ethan Carlisle, as I mentioned, 2 for Stronger, and 1 for Brennan Grotz. Actually, I should say Wes Smith also with 2 for Illini West. 33-26, the final score. Again, coming up again to run down the rest of the schedule for the remaining 3 nights. As we said, the host Bushnell-Prairie City Spartans back in action tomorrow. To be Macomb and Illini Bluffs at 6, BPC and Illini West at 7:30. Of course, taking Thanksgiving off. And then back with games on Friday at 6, Illini West and Illini Bluffs, and Bushnell-Prairie City and West Prairie at 7:30. And then Saturday at 5 o'clock, Macomb hosting West Prairie and Bushnell-Prairie City at 6:30 versus Illini Bluffs. 33-26, the final score here again tonight. What we'll do is I think we'll call tonight, Brandon, and pack up, and day 3 starts us up tomorrow again.
Sounds good. 2 fun games happened here tonight. I think Chris and I both agree that we thought this game was going to be higher scoring, but it was still an entertaining, close game. And the big story of this game was, I believe, the scouting of the Macomb coaches. Because Niederman last night, he had a whale of a game, and tonight he had 10 points. He did warm up at the end of the game, but the Bombers had already caused too much damage.
Yeah, there's 6 points in that middle 2 quarters for the Chargers, kind of their downfall tonight. Again, 33-26 final score for my color and cameraman, Brandon Thomas, here tonight. Chris Rankhauser saying so long from BPC High School. Don't forget 2 more games coming up tomorrow. And night 3, the Spartan Tip-Off Classic. If you don't tune in tomorrow, we want to wish everybody a happy and safe Thanksgiving, and we will talk to you later. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you.